Yo, what's up, guys? Another video, and today, man, comment on the video. Today, I'll be predicting where the top 10 NBA free agents go to, okay? But other than that, let's get straight into the video. So coming in at number 10 is Duncan Robinson of my Miami Heat. Obviously, one of the league's top 5 shooters, a great shooting talent. But outside of that, he provides literally next to nothing, okay? He's a horrible defender, but he definitely has improved. Doesn't play make, a decent rebounder, but you get him to shoot, and when he's on, that boy is electric. We saw a game win against the Bucks this year in the playoffs, round 1. He just went absolutely berserk. We saw him Christmas Day against the Pelicans. That boy got a can on him, okay? And he is not scared to shoot the ball at all. And insanely talented at shooting the ball. My prediction as a Heat fan, like I said, I feel like Duncan Robinson will not be retained by us. And I feel like Duncan Robinson will pair up with 2 of the league's best shooters and join Stephen Curry and Klay Thompson and sign with the Golden State Warriors, okay? Yeah. Curry, Klay, Robinson. This is going to be lethal, okay? This lineup is going to be absolutely lethal. I just feel like the Heat are going to go out this year and get a star, and I feel like Robinson's contract, probably close to like $20 million a year, is not what the Heat want to do at all. Coming in at number 9, we have Dennis Schroder, formerly of the Lakers, the guy that won upwards of $100 million in total. And I believe there was a game that he scored less than like 2 points in the playoffs. So yeah, he definitely will get nowhere near that, but he obviously still is a good player. He's just extremely inconsistent, okay? A good defender, good offensive player. He just sometimes is nowhere to be found and can be seen as a ghost when the lights are the brightest, okay? Now, Lakers fans, do not fret, because I do not have y'all signing Schroder, okay? In my opinion, my prediction, I have Dennis Schroder going to another big market team and heading over to the Big Apple, going to NYC and playing with the New York Knicks and playing alongside Julius Randle and the rest of the core of the Knicks for a contract close to maybe like 10 to 15 million a year, probably on like a 2 to 3 year deal. Knicks need a point guard. If the Knicks bring back Derrick Rose, in my opinion, they should start him, but they obviously like having him as their 6th man. They might retain Rose, but we honestly don't even know. But my prediction is Schroder to the Knicks. They need a point guard alongside Julius Randle, but as of right now, they need an actual starting caliber point guard, and that is Dennis Schroder, which is why I have him going to the Knicks. I like a 2 to 3 year deal. Now coming in at number 8, we got Jarrett Allen, formerly of the Cavs and the Nets. I got that the Cavs want to retain super badly. I'm pretty sure he is an RFA, which means that he is a restricted free agent, and the Cavaliers can match any contract given to him, which I think that they will, because Jarrett Allen played great for the Cavaliers, one of the league's most underrated centers, great around the rim, just one of the league's best shot blockers, great alley-oop threat, and such a great young underrated center. And I feel like the Cavs will retain him because they just need to keep a guy that can be, in my opinion, a star in the future, because he's just such a great defensive talent, great around the rim, with putbacks, alley-oops, can back people down, and it's super underrated. Now coming in at number 7, we got Mike Conley, formerly of the Utah Jazz, and I have him going to the Utah Jazz because with Mike Conley, he was an all-star last season, and the Jazz were the number 1 seed in all of basketball, with Mike Conley and Mitchell being injured for a plethora of time. I feel like that's a great duo, Mitchell and Mike Conley, and the Jazz need to retain Mike Conley because I don't see them getting a point guard of Conley's caliber if Conley does not resign, okay? So Jazz, my prediction is for y'all to resign Mike Conley and retain the backcourt of Donovan Mitchell and Mike Conley. Now coming in at number 6, we got Lonzo Ball, a guy that came into the league super hyped up, rookie year until he came to the Pelicans. Did not play too great at all. It was extremely inconsistent. Now I know his role was not what it should have been. He was playing off the ball, backseat kind of to a guy like LeBron James, which makes so much sense. He was even playing backseat this season as not even being the starting point guard, but they had him playing off the ball and being the shooting guard to Eric Bledsoe. Yes, they had Bledsoe running the one and Lonzo Ball running the two. Okay, as you know, Lonzo is one of the league's best point guard two-way players, has improved his three-point shot drastically, and is an amazing defender, great rebounder, a 6'6" point guard. He has size. He's a big, strong point guard with a crazy improved three-point shot. My prediction is for him to go to the Chicago Bulls with Zach LaVine and Vucevic. Give them a great defensive two-way point guard, because as we know, LaVine and Vucevic really aren't great defenders whatsoever. Put a guy like Lonzo Ball next to them and have a backcourt of Lonzo Ball and Zach LaVine, and just see Lonzo Ball, Vucevic, and Zach LaVine just take over and play some very great basketball coming this upcoming season. Now coming in at number 5 is Kyle Lowry, guy that was highly coveted by 3 teams: the Lakers, the Heat, and the Sixers. On trade deadline day to be traded, and it was all but certain that he would not remain with the Raptors. But the Raptors wanted more than what they got in terms of trade value, so they ended up retaining Kyle Lowry, and he ended up playing for them for the remainder of the season. Like, I thought for sure Lowry was gone, but nope. I guess Raptors just wanted too much assets out of the Sixers, the Heat, and the Lakers, and those teams were reluctant on giving up too much talent for a guy that was a rental and on a 1-year contract. So here is their second chance to go out and get a guy like Kyle Lowry. In my opinion, I have him going to, first things first, either Philly or Miami, okay? And now, I don't know if this is biased or anything like that, because I'm a Heat fan, but if you know about Jimmy and Kyle's relationship, you know that Kyle Lowry is Jimmy Butler's kid's godson, okay? They have a great relationship, and I feel like Kyle Lowry is a bulldog and just will fit the Heat culture, which is why I have the Heat going out, making a splash, and getting their 3rd star with getting Kyle Lowry, with a tandem of Kyle Lowry, Jimmy Butler, and Bam Adebayo, and improving the Heat's point guard ability drastically, okay? Now coming in at number 4, we got John Collins of the Atlanta Hawks, the guy that wants a max contract and is like a 3rd option on a championship team, okay? I just do not see Collins getting a max, but we've seen players like Chandler Parsons, Luol Deng on the Lakers, Nicholas Batum just get a plethora of money. So we honestly could see Collins get this max, but I just doubt it, okay? I see Collins making between probably like 15 million a year to 20 million annually per year, and that is about it. But I have him returning to the Hawks because the Hawks want to run it back. They like what they saw out of John Collins and Trae Young, Bogdanovich and Capella and Herder, Reddish, all the rest of the core. They want to run it back with their young core and see what happens. So I have John Collins returning to the Hawks and giving Trae Young his alley-oop threats right back. Alright, so coming in at number 3, we got DeMar DeRozan, Raptors legend. Was almost an all-star last season with the Spurs. A guy that can average between 18 to 20 points a game on a daily without a 3-point shot. He is a mid-range god. One of the league's last guys that just relies on his mid-range game heavily and is extremely athletic and can get to the paint very, very easily. Now, as we know, he's no longer in his prime, but he still, like I said, was almost an all-star in the West, which is extremely hard to do, okay? He is just that good. Now, my prediction for DeMar DeRozan is for him to give a superstar a crazy second option, which is him going to the Dallas Mavericks, getting an absolute splash going free agency, and giving Luka Doncic his 2nd star, and them shipping out Porzingis, okay? Now, I don't know how Porzingis will be gone. What I gotta say is Porzingis will not be on Dallas next year, and that is a fact. But instead, You give a young superstar in Luka Doncic, a veteran mid-range guard, athletic freak, and DeMar DeRozan, and just let them take over the West and just go absolutely crazy. Now coming in at number 2, we got Chris Paul, a guy that is going to be next year in his 17th NBA season, and this year he's trying to win a ring, but he's now down currently 3-2. A guy that definitely is nearing the end of his career and just needs a ring. Okay, he needs this ring badly against the Bucks. Obviously, we saw how good the Suns were this year with Chris Paul, Devin Booker. So I feel like it is a match made in heaven that Chris Paul will remain with the Suns. Okay, he wasn't All-Star this season. He was on the All-NBA team. He's in the finals with a team that last year didn't even make the playoff. They're now in the finals because a large part due to Chris Paul, Monty Williams, Devin Booker's growth, and just the Suns' great depth. Like I said, easily I see Chris Paul remaining with the Suns, probably on like a 2 to 3 year deal, and Chris Paul ending his career with the Suns. Now last but not least, we have the guy that is obviously highly coveted, a guy that sadly has a partially torn ACL and might miss all of next year. We have Kawhi Leonard, man, the Claw, the mystery man, the guy that literally doesn't talk, silent, chill, assassin, quiet killer, guy that is a 2-time finals MVP recipient, just has a plethora of accolades. Okay, have Kawhi leaving LA but staying in California. Okay, now next year he might sit out because of a torn ACL, but have him staying in Cali and shocking the world and going to sign with the Golden State Warriors. I know, almost KD part 2. The Warriors are gonna have a trio of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Kawhi Leonard, probably in 2022. This will be a crazy trio, okay? And they probably will be, again, the villains of the NBA, and go out and get Kawhi. Have a lineup potentially of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, Duncan Robinson, Kawhi Leonard, maybe Kevon Looney. Watch if he doesn't get traded, maybe another decent center. But yeah, Kawhi going to the Warriors will shock the world and might be KD-esque, but that would be absolutely insane. But yeah, other than that, y'all, that is the video. So to go down below, drop a like, comment down below. Do you guys agree with any of my predictions? If not, comment down below. What do you guys think the top 10 players in this year's free agency will go to? If you guys want to see a part 2, I might do players 11 to 20 of this year's free agency pool, and I'll predict them as well. I know I missed out on Oladipo, missed out on Devontae Graham, a couple other good players as well. I might do part 2, and yeah. But other than that, like I said, it's your boy John. Hope you guys did enjoy the video, and I'm out, man. Peace.